Hello everybody, my name's Atley. Welcome back to my SnowRunner hard mode playthrough. We are just leaving the paper factory in the Thatcher Force, refueled at the Phoenix, and we're in 6-slot cargo configuration. And we're going to head over to the area of the brick factory using the same trail that we've been using in the previous episode in the Step Pike, where we shifted a bunch of metal rolls from the other map. We're going to go to the same sort of area. The first part of the route is the same as we did in the Pike. It'll be an interesting comparison to see how the Force does. But we're going to get the two metal frames that we drove past a couple of times in the last episode. Grab those metal frames, take them just up on the hill here to the metal roll factory, turn those two metal beams into metal rolls. And then we're in 6-slot config because there's a house with some bricks that we'll collect on the way back, I think. Because basically we now need 4 metal rolls, which we'll get from those two beams, and 12 lots of bricks. And I want to collect as many bricks off the map as I can before going into the crafting bit of brick production. So it'll be interesting to see how the Force manages this track. Pike did okay, but these big rocks are a little bit of an obstacle. Obviously, we got a different trailer and cargo configuration, but yeah, always interesting to compare how the trucks cope. I think the bricks that we want are in there, but I'm going to worry about them on the way back once I've got the beams. Slow but steady progress, I suppose. Low ratio, diff lock on. Let the mighty Thatcher Force do its thing. It can have a tendency to tip, so I have got to be a bit careful with it. Right, that should be the worst of it done. Turn this trailer around. I want to put both beams on the trailer. And get alongside so I can attach to the trailer. Not really sure where I want this trailer, to be honest. Probably want it. The trailer in parallel, but not obstructing the loading zone. Something like that. And then I should be able to get back in on the other side of it. Bit of a kerfuffle. If it'll let me load onto the loading platform. Yes, it will. Frame mode, legs down. Get these two onto the trailer. What's that building gone? Restore the crane. Attach. Back. Go and get some bricks on the way back. Done. No, just need to get back without dropping them or rolling over. I just want to look at the map. So the bricks that I intend getting are here. And it looks to me like there's probably a path through there. Just wondering if I'd be better off going down to here to get down to the bricks with the trailer. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take the long route. I was going to drop the trailer off here and go in without the trailer. But no, let's do the slightly longer route. So down to there. And we'll get 2 pallets of bricks from there. That's a bad camber to turn right on. Take this steady. Not that there's any trees to rescue me, but make a look at the angle of that. That's alright though. This isn't as much of a road as it looked on the map. Quite funny in a way, really. When you look at, just have a look. You look at the map, this looks like it's a trail. The gully was a better trail. I don't like the look of this at all. No. No, this isn't good. I've got too many choices either. With this trailer on. I need to steer downhill, but there's that great big rock in front of me on the left. Yeah, drove into this without enough research. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, rubbish. Got the trailer. Yeah, don't like that route. Could have gone down the gully. Hindsight 2020 and all that, but should have gone down the gully that I've been using in the pipe. left the trailer where I knew it would be safe and come back to get these bricks on my own. Because I haven't got any good options here. I'm trying to get above the trailer to do the winch work. I don't want to do the winch work from here. Where's all the other ones gone all the way down there? Bloody hell. No. Right. I'm kind of right. I'm kind of using those rocks as a bit of a nestle. So let's see with the handbrake on if I can manage any level of safety on this crane. This was a mistake, right? Scout it first, really, I suppose. But from the map, it looked like a reasonable track. Hopefully that'll stay and pack. Don't like it though, at that angle. Still the crane, see if I can pack that and make some progress forward. What a blimmin' mess. Please pack. See it. You try and reverse and it just goes, it slides downhill. It's just sliding sideways down the hill. So I've obviously got to try and point above it. It will not point above it. I don't want to just use the winch to move the trailer because there's too high a risk of that stuff just falling off. No, 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 no. Well, that's torn that, isn't it? Oh. Oh. Couldn't get the line for it to go in reverse to the trailer without just sliding downhill. Those rocks are acting like marbles. But there is only one truck that can pull the force back on its wheels there, and that is the Zix, which obviously is in the other map. Where did I leave the Zix? It's at the railway station, so that's not too bad. Did not bank on this today. I will take fuel from here. I've got fuel also at the trailer by the garage, which I'm about to drive past, but I will still take fuel from here first. Right, down to 430 in there. That was all free fuel out of the maintenance trailer that we recovered earlier in an earlier episode. So, no messing. Let's just get this through to that map. I don't really do much in the way of cutting anymore, but this is a slow road, super safe journey. So I will keep the recording running. If anything interesting happens, I will include it. But other than that, I will cut to where we are in the other map. Right, here we are in Black Badge Lake. Yeah, with the benefit of hindsight, it was the wrong idea. Should have left the trailer where it was a bit safer, gone in truck on its own. Got a little bit misled by the map, I suppose, but it's all good. And you've all played this game, you know what it's like. I think it's right. Let me just check. Nope, it is left. I think they both end up in the same place anyway, but the route I expected and marked is left. This is the slab I came in and got metal beams off, I think. Somebody said in one of the comments, it was a little while ago now, I won't be able to find it, but not very easily. But somebody said there's a mod that puts the bandit crane on this truck. Kind of interesting as an idea. The self-loading is about the only thing it can't do. But then I've quite enjoyed in this series using the big cranes on the Pacific and the Azov to load the 8-slot trailer, and this just does the driving. Let them do the loading. I've quite enjoyed that approach to this map so far. Yeah, for all of its power, this truck, as with a lot of vehicles, just does struggle with these rocks. But I think it's got an amazingly low centre of gravity, which helps it a lot. Put the handbrake on before going in the menu, mate. Right, let's see if you've got the winch power to just pull you on your wheels without me messing about. I don't know if that trailer will pack, because one of those metal beams just took a little bit of a knock. I'm going to try and just get the force forward and out of the way a little bit. I think I might need the crane again, which is going to be disappointing. See if the Zix can attach to these and pack. Right, okay, so they're packed. Let's take the force on its own and see if the force can deal with the bricks and getting back on track. But yeah, this is a trail to avoid in my opinion. Right, so bricks onto loading platform. Get them loaded up and then we'll worry about the Zix as a separate trip. Did not expect this level of shenanigans, mind. So, store the crane, pack the cargo, turn the engine off. And I'm going to get the Zix first, because while the Zix is towing that trailer, there's always a risk I'll drop the cargo again. And therefore might need to touch a force's crane. So we'll see about the Zix pulling this trailer out. See what I mean? No. Surprised that didn't go then, to be honest. Not my favourite type of trailer. I'm definitely bringing it in a place that's not friendly. I think I'll try the force out on its own and use the Zix to take this back, at least to the road. But right here is where I should have left this trailer and gone in. Got the bricks, come out, reattach, off I go. We'd be on the next lot of bricks by now if I'd have done that. But hey, all progress is progress in this game. Bank your wins and then focus on the next play session if you don't achieve what you want to do. In comparison to, I've actually been playing a little bit more Star Citizen, and it's a bit strange. Some of you that have sort of been watching these live, sort of pseudo real time, I've said that I played Star Citizen during their free-to-play week, and there was bits of the game that really impressed me, then there was pretty serious bugs that didn't impress me. But all in all, given that I love space games, the bits that impressed have won out, and I've bought a cheap ship, pledge, pack, whatever you want to call it, because technically the game is still alpha. So technically it's still a pledge, not Kickstarter anymore, but And there's plenty of people call it Scam Citizen, but I would argue right now, for me, the game is as playable as some full release games. It's just that it's in development, so therefore it's subject to changes as and when they feel like it. But anyway, my point was, in Star Citizen, you can get a crash that loses 2 hours of progress. Whereas in this game, you're going to keep your progress. You might not make as much progress as you want, but you don't lose the fact that you have got these beams on a trailer. It might create extra work to recover them and such forth, but overall, this is a game where you're not going to lose your progress generally. If the client crashes, you'll have had an autosave relatively recently. I'm just going to put this here for a minute in case the force needs any more help. But the idea now is that the force will come and collect that trailer. Let's get back in the force. Brakes only. I've had a couple of times where I've lost 2 hours worth of mining in Star Citizen because just before I was ready to start selling the thing that I'd mined, my client crashed. You lose your ship, you lose the contents of the ship, you lose everything you've done for 2 hours. And that was my biggest issue with it during free-to-play week. But that said, I still quite enjoy the activity of mining, the way they've done it. Not enough to put it on the channel, obviously. I'm not. This is me talking as a gamer. We're all interested in games, and I'm talking about Star Citizen as a game, not as something that I'm proposing for this channel. That's way too far off genre for me. Satisfactory is way off genre for this, really. There is some crossover. Some people that have enjoyed this series have also enjoyed the start of my Satisfactory series. In the next episode of Satisfactory, I've just put one live yesterday that is coal power generation. The next one I'm going to do a bit of exploring, and I will be building a truck and driving around a truck in Satisfactory next week. Or this week if I decide to do more than one per week with that. Because the biggest thing about Satisfactory for me is that it's much quicker for me to edit them. Because I don't do the time lapsing, I'll just cut to the interesting bits. It's a game that's a lot more easy to cut out when all I'm doing is running from A to B. It's not like SnowRunner type content where going from A to B is the point of the game. In Satisfactory, the point of the game is getting to your destination and building something or doing something. So yeah, it's a different take on it, but the Satisfactory games are much easier for me to edit. So I might end up trying to do 2 a week of Satisfactory and stick to 3 a week of SnowRunner. Right, I think I'm fully packed. So I don't need the bricks at the rolled steel factory, but I'm going to keep them on board because I will need them when I deliver the metal rolls. But we're going to take these 2 beams up to the rolled steel factory, turn the beams into rolls, reload them onto the red trailer, back to the paper factory. And that should complete paper factory section A. And leave section B needing 10 pallets of bricks after I've delivered these 2. Which won't be a bad bit of progress. I'm not sure if I've been into this factory yet. Right, so let's deliver. Not the bricks. Don't want the bricks. Why would it take bricks here? Does that mean you can put anything in here? But yeah, metal beams. And then craft. You can only craft metal rolls. But I should be able to craft 4 of them now. Yep. And then load them onto the loading platform. And I want all 4. But I need them back on that trailer, obviously. So I'm going to maneuver the trailer into position so that I can crane it. Get these loaded up. Right, get the last one on, and then we're out. Back to the paper mill. Restore the crane, unpack the bricks, then reattach. Cargo, and off we go. Straight over the road to the paper mill, and I will activate. Oh, A is already activated. So we're definitely going to finish A with this delivery, which will be a nice influx of cash. So we're going to do, let's do the parts that go into B first. And then that leaves us with 2 metal rolls. And this should complete section A. And maybe a bit of cutscene, I would expect. Coming into dawn as well, so maybe you might even be able to see it. 1, 2. Paper mill, section A. Nice. Well, hang on a minute. Thanks, we'll keep on building. 28.5 grand. That's not bad, is it? Better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. But on that cutscene, that was funny. That big old chimney there. I don't think they build them like that, where it comes up out of the ground. As like a rocket out of a silo. I think they build them as bricks. But anyway, that looked pretty cool. And it did put in another So that says loading area. I guess there's a product that you get from here. Well, obviously paper, but I guess there's a product that you need to complete something else. Now, bit of a dilemma now. I need more bricks. That's my chief thing now. And I can get them. 2 all the way over by the gateway. 2, they're all spread out enough. But you almost want to just take the truck without a trailer and collect them all up, I suppose. Because they're too far apart even to realistically have a trailer with you to accumulate them. But I can see 6, and I'm pretty sure from Map Runner that there's another one here. Pretty sure that that is bricks. I just haven't been there for it to show up on the map. I don't know if there are any more, but that would be... I need 10, that would be 8. Which would mean I'd only have to craft 2. That's not bad at all. What have we got in this warehouse? We got some cement in there. If we brought power down, we could craft some sand. I don't think you can get any packaged sand already made. And then I'll be able to make bricks here. Or possibly get them from the other map and not do any crafting. That's quite funny. I haven't done any crafting yet with the generators. So, I had intended to collect more bricks, but the bit of shenanigans tipping this thing over and dropping the metal beams, especially dropping the metal beams, added too much time. So I'm going to have to wrap this episode here just in the interest of time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope to see you in the next one, where we will be focused on getting 10 lots of bricks somehow. That's all for the next episode. Hope to see you in the next one. In the meantime, thanks and goodbye.